going out slice at. Boy, I'm all about my bag. New drip, I grab. I just wanna get my life back. There's no complaining on this side. My is not tolerated, cause some off like an operation. Now my team way more consolidated. Sweet presidential, that's inauguration. Cause we cooking like Ronald Reagan. Chip on my shoulder, boy, I'm not for waiting. Divine timing took a lot of patience. Now it's time for the takeover. All gas and the brake slower. Took a trip out to Tokyo, now I'm here in Paris for the layover. From old, boy, your day's over. You mad at me cause your pay slower.
Yo, what up? Live stream edition of the Midweek Athlete Pod. It's your boy Evan. We got Wes in the building, and we have a special guest, my sister, Creedier, also the host of Unfiltered Parenting podcast, which we can talk about that here in a minute. But Wes, you might have to join her pod too, because I know you're a dad, so you're gonna have to jump ship on that one
yeah.
too. But,
Oh yeah. We need
I got a lot of things we can talk about on this.
but yeah, talk about unfiltered parenting real quick before we hop into our stream.
Well, thank you for having me, Evan. And Wes. It's good to be here. So I do have a podcast called Unfiltered Parenting. I created this podcast. I am a step parent, and my child has ADHD. So just seeing the trials and tribulations that I've had to go through with her and my wife, and dealing with other parents along with that, I thought it would be a good way to have people share their stories. And sometimes, we need those stories to know that we're not alone. So that's really all it is. That's really what it is. Those stories are important.
Cool. That's what's up. I'm glad you started that, of course. So, but like I said, Wes, anytime you want to collab with Creedier, you're more than welcome. So,
because I love the whole purpose of the platform and what it's talking about, because that's not talked about very often. Because it's real tough sometimes. Because you don't know what to do. You gotta walk that kind of fine line sometimes, and you don't always have a lot of people that you meet day to day that's in the situation. So that's really dope. And I
Yep.
definitely
Yep.
gotta go on there with you these days.
Yeah, I'll hit you up for sure.
hopefully, I'll join ship one of these days. But we can talk about that later. So,
No, that was not no.
what? But all right, so tonight's stream.
I fear if it's a boy, you're gonna give him your hairline. Like that's not okay.
Whatever, Wes. I ain't worried about you. So, Creedier, if you don't know, Wes likes to flame me, but I'm gonna just listen. Hey, it's all gone. So,
right,
anyway,
he did the right thing. He did the right thing.
No, it was about him. It was about.
So tonight's stream is a very special one. Because really between the three of us, I think we've all kind of like talked about, the WNBA. Creedier, I know we've talked about it a lot over the last couple of years. Wes, we've been talking about it a lot over the past couple of years. So I feel like it's only right now, considering that they're in their CBA and like trying to figure things out and stuff, that we just talk about it. So first things first, Creedier, how happy are you with the state of the WNBA right now?
So I'm not dissatisfied. I'll say that. I think it's going in a really good direction. The Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese era has brought a lot of eyes into the WNBA, and that's really good because even, I mean, a little bit before them, I was watching it, but even when I was a kid and playing basketball, I did not watch the WNBA. I watched a lot of NCAA women's basketball. So I think it's good that they're getting a lot more recognition for sure.
Wes?
I mean, I think it's great. Especially with the growth of the game, how everyone is actually locked in, like you said, Caitlin Clark, the Angel Reese's, and then we still got people coming in the pipeline like Juju, when she gets back to going 100%. So it's really exciting times. Is this CBA negotiation and what's going on with that is kind of troubling, especially as new agreement. This is terrible. This new
Yeah,
proposal, rather.
yeah.
It's terrible.
Um, which I mean, I guess that does lead into my next question. So what do both of you think of the new CBA right now? I think right now they started off bumping up the salary up to 225,000, and then they went back, talked about it. Now it's up to like I think it's like a million even or 1.2 or something like that. Um, but I mean, there's also a chance that a lockout could happen for the WNBA, even though they've expanded, got Toronto coming, Portland, uh, Detroit, Cleveland, and Philly, obviously, so they're expanding, but a lockout could happen.
Philly.
So I
Yep.
mean, what do y'all think of the new CBA, or what could happen with the new CBA?
I don't think there's
I
nothing
mean, I don't know
good
if
that
it
can come
will.
from this proposal. Not this one.
Hmm.
Like they're
I
taking
do
away
think it is a
housing.
step in the
Um,
right direction, though.
Finish up West, and then and
Shoot.
then and then Critter can go.
Well, it, I can see where the step in the right direction is because of the money increase. You can pay
Hmm.
your top players like a meal, and you can do it for multiple players. But there's also taking away the housing subsidies that the players get. There's
Yep.
also moving the
Yep.
draft up into the middle of March, which makes no sense. And you want to
Yep.
expand the season, so you're getting rid of all the side leagues that keep these ladies paid and employed. Like it doesn't make any sense. They're trying to box them into just the W, and that's not gonna fly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Critter.
think that is a really big thing because they, I think that the WNBA doesn't want them stepping out to Unrivaled doing AU. They don't want them to go to Project B. So for them to extend that season is going to be really big when it comes to that. So is, taking away the housing allowance and extending the season when they already had a lot of injuries because of lack of downtime last year. So that is a big one, but I wouldn't say that it is to the point of a lockout. But eh, you never know. You never know. You never know.
Never know. I mean, it's just like you said, Critter. I mean, like for the W. Well, let me say this: for the NBA, you don't see guys, or you don't have like another like league that can like rival the NBA unless you go like overseas or something, right? So like for the WNBA to have like unrivaled and like all these other avenues that these women can go and make extra money, or continue to play the game, or extend their season, whatever the case may be. The WNBA has to get smart, and I like the expansion. I like what they're doing, but like I said, they just have to get smart. And I think with the whole Brittany Griner deal, you don't really see a lot of people, a lot of WNBA players going overseas anymore just because of that. So, like I said, I
Or
mean, I think the WNBA just really needs
they're
to be
not
smart.
saying anything.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they're just going, and it's
I
just like, oh,
agree.
like
I
this
agree.
person's here. So, um,
Yeah, they just really need to dig down and just take care of their people, and I think that's where the disconnect is between, yes, we do want more money, but we also want to be noticed and taken care of. It's not all about the money.
where would you? I'll ask both of you this: what would you think the minimum salary should be for the WNBA? Because, like I said, right now, I think right now they're targeting 1.2. But what do y'all think realistically it should be?
So they're
Hmm.
what is it? They're saying the average salary is going to be 500 and the minimum is going to be 225.
Yep.
So I
And the
mean,
maximum.
honestly,
Uh,
like I said, the money range I think is great because all
Hmm.
of these ladies have degrees. So what they're making now, they can go out to the real world and make, you know, in the private sector, honestly,
Hmm.
without having all the stress on their body. They can make that. So double, triple, and quadrupling that, I think like I said, where the money is now, that's really good. That's like I said, in a great step towards the future, especially with the expansions happening.
Wes.
there, I I agree with everything she's saying. Um, my only thought process is I've been like reading up on it and following it. It's just when these owners, these people that have these amounts of money, when they give you something, they want something back.
Hmm.
So, and what are they really trying to get back outside of just keeping them in the W? Because I agree, salaries are about right. Honestly, they're really good salaries. It's just what are the other things around the deal, like the housing subsidies and things like that, that they're gonna do? Because the NBA guys, you get the revenue share to all that, and you have the
Hmm.
endorsements, and everybody seems to have a sneaker deal in the NBA. So like, is that something
Everybody.
that you're gonna try to help the ladies get more sneaker endorsements, more people to have shoes out there and sign to these different brands and actually make good money from it? It's kind of interesting to see. I'm excited and I want to see how they market this after this happens because I definitely don't think a lockout is gonna happen. That would really kill the whole momentum you built this whole time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
sure
agree.
would.
I agree.
And that was going to be my next question. What do you think the WNBA needs to do to be more marketable? Right? Because obviously that's like the biggest thing that they're not marketable like the NBA, the NFL, MLB, blah blah blah. Although they're going in this crazy momentum to like being one of like the top leagues, but they're still under market value or still like not being marketable. So what would be something that y'all think not NBA, WNBA should do to be more marketable? Greedier, you can go first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really do not know. Like this is tough because, people always say, "Oh, just lower the rims." And it's like we're not going to do that. But it's just
You gonna
I
have you
don't
gonna have
know.
chicks
That's
out there
that's a tough
dunking.
one. I right. I do think that it is important that I know we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but Kathy Engelberg, she used to work for Deloitte. So having those sponsorships and having those, those friends right beside you because they had some Deloitte commercials and like tapping into that area, even getting into some movies. Like I
Mhm.
know, Asia Wilson did CarMax. They have all these, little deals, but I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's just people in general see women's sports as lower. Um so I don't know how to fix that mentality, to be honest with you. That's a tough one.
Wes.
Um, for me, I feel like they were kind of for with the Angel and Caitlyn thing, they were kind of trying to chase the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson thing, and that's just not the direction it's going. So I mean, the sponsorships and the endorsements definitely will help, but you gotta find your own identity. Like these
Hmm.
women aren't just the same women from the past WNBA. There's a different type of woman now that's in the WNBA, that's on runways, that's getting shoe deals, like different type of shoe deals, that's in magazines, that's culturally icons at the moment.
That's
And
true.
that's really the lane you should go in and tap in,
True.
like more like a Allen Iverson type of lane. Somebody that's just we're just different and we want to be different and that's what you show. And these ladies will show up and show out if you give them that opportunity.
But I mean, somebody does need to step up and
Yeah.
be that AI. So who would it be? Caitlyn? Like Caitlin's already the hero slash heel of the
I
WNBA.
don't
So
think
like,
it can be
so like, who else would
Caitlyn.
it be?
It would have to be someone like a Juju. Like that's
Yeah.
the person I've been looking at this whole time. Like, man, you could really take this to a whole different level when you come in. Like you
Yeah.
could
Hmm.
be that Jordan type
Yep.
player. Like that's the type of talent she has.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, I don't know if you guys are watching the NCAA women's basketball a lot, but even Sarah Strong from UConn, she could definitely be one of those players because she has the
A
history, she
bucket.
has the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Hmm.
somebody also that could push a lot of things forward.
What about LSU? Flage? Or-
Oh man,
Yeah.
Flage
Flyway
also. I
can
mean,
do it
Yeah.
all, man. She can actually rap.
Yeah, she can rap. So there's
yeah,
another way to be marketable. Like you can go out there and put some albums out. So
that's true.
that's true.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I
Um,
encourage all these women to be different. Like, just be different. Like, people don't like change, but we get over it, we get used to it, we'll adjust.
yeah.
There's a reason the ratings haven't went down. They went up. Like, so keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, and this draft class coming
Yeah.
up is probably gonna be one of the best to go down. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm looking
We
forward
shall
to
see.
that one.
Um, Crudier, I know, like I said, I know you're a big WNBA advocate. Like I said, we've talked a lot, and I sent you like like the mock draft of like this person's going here and stuff like that, and what could possibly happen. Um, Obviously the Aces, they are a dynasty right now. They just won, or actually swept. Winning the WNBA finals. Who is a
Yep.
team that you would like to see make some move to contend for a title? Like you got the Sparks out there. Obviously, you got the Liberty, the Fever, right? Who the Fever? I mean, if they
Yeah.
had Caitlin Clark, we could be saying that they could be the champions right now. So like, who's a team that
Yeah.
you're looking at to really make that push this offseason?
So it really depends on how the free agency goes. But I would like to see Seattle. I'm a big Gabby Williams fan. Love Gabby
Mm-hmm.
Williams. Amazing defensive player. And then you got Nika. You have Skylar Diggins. These are some really strong players. And I think they just need one. I would say a big, to be honest. I know that um Gabby Williams wants AZ Fudd bad, but I think they just need a big, and that's
Mm-hmm.
really that will set them all the way straight. Um, but I mean, we'll see. I love obviously love the Aces. Now I am kind of a hater of the Fever, but it will be very interesting to see them win a championship going from zero to hero in what 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and them getting Aaliyah Boston, and then the next year getting yeah, Caitlin Clark. So
Mm-hmm.
and then having them all the moves. So it would be really interesting to see Seattle make their way up to the finals.
Wes.
Um, Honestly, I really want to see that Dallas team do something. Like, I don't know if they're like one step away, but they're just so much fun to watch. Like, I love watching Paige and Enrique.
Yep.
It's just, man, like, can we get some bigs? Can we
Mm-hmm.
get some
Yeah,
anybody for the
that,
guards
yep,
in any way?
yep.
Because those ladies can fill up the bucket, man. So all you need is just strong
I
bigs,
agree.
set pitch, roll to the bucket, rebound, play defense. You really have a playoff
And
team.
though, yeah, because those last year, those rookies they were something else. They were something else to watch. They were very fierce, and they had some
They
fire under
ballin'.
their ass, and they was out
Mm-hmm.
there.
I like I would like to see the Sparks make some noise because I feel
Hmm.
like they haven't been healthy
Cameron
all
Brink,
year. Cameron Brink,
yep,
she
Cameron
was in and
Brink
out of
is,
the lineup coming out of that. I think it was ACL tear that she had. They added Kelsey Plum, who was a great addition, but I think they just need another score. If they can get somebody else
yep.
like somebody like Odyssey Sims, like somebody who's like a proven like score,
Man, yeah.
the
I
Sparks
don't
would
know if
be
she would.
lethal if they got somebody like that.
Yeah, she's so slip on. I hate that. But yes,
Oh my
that's
god, yeah,
true.
she's so
I mean,
cold.
because if you have Cameron Brink down there, the damn
Mm-hmm.
shot blocker, and then Kelsey, you got Rakia Jackson.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Rakia.
They definitely could do something for sure.
They could. They could. They just need another score. If they can get another score, I think they'll be in contention to make some noise in the playoffs for sure. They'll get a lot of teams some hell, that's for
Yeah,
sure. Um,
yeah, I
Do
agree.
you think that Sparks team just this year will be more of the building year, even if they were to make a move, just because they haven't played together?
they haven't. They haven't. So I think they're probably still somewhat in a rebuild a little bit, barring injuries. But if they can go out in this offseason and just find somebody, like somebody that can just take that load off of Plum and Brink and just kind of just run the show essentially. Like if they find somebody like that, I think they'll be in good
Yeah,
shape. But even if that's in the draft, they can find somebody in the draft that can, do something. Then I think they'll be
Yeah.
in pretty good shape. I think they'll be in pretty good shape. So we'll see. But I mean, I'm excited about, who, or this expansion draft, whenever that'll be, when Toronto and Portland start picking. I wonder, because obviously I think the WNBA, they can only keep what, 8,
Well,
just
last
hold
year I
on to
think,
8.
yeah, I think it was, yeah, it was between, yeah, I think it was about 8. Maybe it wasn't even that much, but
Yeah,
yeah, it
it
wasn't,
wasn't a lot. Is my point. So it's like,
yeah,
who are you like wanting to hold on to? Who are you wanting to send off to the expansion draft? Because that'll be a big thing too.
to core.
You
Yep.
know.
Yeah.
So we'll see when
They,
that is.
that
We
was
shall
'cause
see.
I was shocked when Vegas had put it was Katie Martin
Katie Martin.
in there.
Yeah,
And I was like, man, I didn't protect her from that. Ugh, but they had so many stars, it's like you couldn't do
yeah. It's like, who was she going to play over?
it.
Like Jackie Young, Chelsea Gray. Like those are
Anybody.
proven winners. So that's pretty hard too. I'm
But
not gonna lie.
I think she still won though because their assistant coach
She
went over
did.
to the Valkyrie. So, I mean, I think she
Yeah.
still won. It's kind of like down to see her leave though. I'm always rooting for Kate Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Um, and then my last question, Creedier, I don't know if we had a chance to talk about this, but Wes and I, we dove into this, the moment it happened, when Collier and Kathy, got into it about, their statements and etc. Uh, like I said, Wes and I really like dived into that and like, what that meant. And, we think Kathy should be let go and stuff like that. What what was your immediate thoughts on that? And I guess just your thoughts in general, just on that whole exchange.
So, I'm gonna go off on a little bit of a tangent, but it is important. Kathy Engelberg comes from government contracting, and the biggest is Deloitte. Deloitte is known and has history of treating their employees horribly. Um, I mean, they've gotten better, but she was a partner in the 80s and then she became the CEO, I believe, in, I don't know what it was, 2013 maybe. I'm not really sure,
Mm-hmm.
but anyways, with that all being said, I think she has brought a lot of that culture, or try to has is trying to bring that culture into the WNBA, and the players are clocking it. Like, okay, you really don't care about us, but they're not they're not under NDAs, they're not under whatever, so they can say, well, you're treating us like shit. Elena
Mm-hmm.
Deladon is like, I retired. You didn't even know, you didn't even reach out. So like it's stuff like that. The commissioner definitely has to be taking care of these people, or at least pretending that they care.
Mm-hmm.
So I do believe that it is time for her to go. Now, if she would have, had a different mindset, or just was honest about, what she said, um, maybe it would have been a little bit different. But I think honestly, there should be somebody in that seat that has played in the WNBA and also knows, the ins and outs of the game, and cares about people really at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day. So I think it's time for her to get the deuces.
Yep. Me and Wes both said, we were like, now Collier, after whatever game that was, she came in with her paper and was like, this is what's going
Yep.
on. And she just went in.
She was
And
pissed.
I remember Wes and I were like, wow, like no one has ever really like stepped foot to someone like that, like for a
Yep.
player to really just, put everything on the line
Yep.
and to be like, this is how, not just how I feel, but like everybody else. And what I didn't like, and I think Wes can agree with me here, was I didn't like that weak ass statement that Kathy put out afterwards. It was just
At
kind of like,
all.
it
Yep.
was just like she
Yep.
said all of this, and this is all you have to say was just this much of just well, I'm going to talk to
Yep.
her. No, absolutely not. So
Yeah.
that was pretty crazy to me. And then what we had also said too was RIP to David Stern, the old NBA commissioner. We were like, if anybody had the guts to step up to David Stern, they would have been blackballed immediately from the NBA. So it's like
Yeah.
something needs to change here, and it was just
Yeah.
really really crazy to see that exchange.
I do give her credit because that was a very well put, well spoken statement.
Very
And
bold
I
too for
think
her to do that.
yes,
Very.
and I think there also needs to be other people that do that, because that's the only way that you will get those changes, is if
Hmm.
those players are pretty much lighting fire under the commissioner's ass. I would love to hear Caitlin Clark speak out about all of um, those comments, but
Now that'll
she's
be a
very
game changer.
she's very in
Well,
the
for me
middle when it comes to a lot
personally,
of that stuff.
it
Hmm.
just shows like the lack of. It's almost like the NBA and the WNBA kind of going through something very similar as far as like
Think we might have
the
lost
top.
Wes. Oh, there he
Like
is.
for David Stern, that just wouldn't have happened like that. You know what I mean? So it really said a lot that she sat there, thought it out, walked up there, had it prepared, and was ready
Hmm.
for all rebuttals and all comebacks, any consequences that may or may not come from it. She
Yep,
was prepared for everything. So this
She
has been
wanted all that
brewing
I
like
smoke.
agree.
outside the locker room. All
Hmm.
Star Weekend, like off season, like this has
Yep,
been a thing. So this is all on you. You
yeah,
gotta get it together. And really, honestly, you probably should go because with the expansion of the league and all the things that are coming for the players in the WNBA, I think it might be time to hit the refresh button.
Might be.
I
Might be.
agree. So, well, I have a question for y'all then. Who would be good in that seat?
Man, you
First
really got to
off, the
think.
former player.
I know this is
It
like a
would
far-fetched. I'll let you
no.
think. I'll let you think. It's far-fetched. I would say Sue Bird. She was in the league for a long time, very well loved, and she has a view from the soccer side because of her wife. So I think a lot could come
Hmm.
out of that collaboration, what we talked about earlier. I
Hmm.
think she would be great. She's kind of young. She's kind of young, but I think she would be good in that seat.
I would say just because I had the opportunity to talk to this woman over the summer, I would say Houston Commons legend Cynthia Cooper. Just how passionate she was, just about
Ooh,
Cool.
the game, even about the
ooh,
game, like right now, because she trains like kids, around Houston and stuff, and she's still very much involved in the
dang.
game, WNBA. If she found if she found some way to possibly get in that seat, I think the WNBA would be
That
great
would be
hands
awesome.
because she's a
That would be
winner. It's not
awesome.
even just that. Like, of course, she's a bucket, but she's just a proven winner. And who
Damn.
knows WNBA better than the four-time champion? So I would say Cynthia
Exactly.
Cooper, and that just came off the head. So
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's stuff you said, Cynthia Cooper, because I actually thought about Cheryl Sanders.
Yep,
yep,
Cheryl
good one
Swindler, you
too.
got someone like you could even do someone like a Doris Burke potentially, like coming
mm,
from the ESPN background. Like you could have someone like that. While you have a Sue Bird or some one of these other ladies and they work together, you can do things like that.
Yep,
I like it. I like it. That's
cool.
great doubt. That's great dialogue. I like it. Um, that was really all the questions that I had. Uh, Wes, did you have anything?
I have a question. Um, growing up with Evan, seeing him, watching him, seeing his developments, but man. My real question is, what did you think of his basketball game? Like, if you had to break Evan down, what is it that you seen in him that you see in his game? How did he play?
I don't think we've ever
Uh,
talked about this. That's the funny part.
I
I don't think
we
we've ever
haven't.
said this.
So like I obviously watched him more in high school, but I saw him like I think if he would have been a little bit bigger, like weight wise, he would have been he would have been definitely like crazy. He had the shot, but like I think he just needed a little, a little drive game and just like munch on a mug. I think he just needed something
I
like
didn't have
that.
hops like
And
that though.
every
I didn't have hops like that.
he just needed something just a little. But yeah, I mean, it was always fun to watch Evan. I don't even watch like men's basketball a lot, but I always love watching my brother. But it's my brother, so duh.
Okay,
True.
I
Very,
like it.
very good.
Cool.
I
Thank you
mean,
for the
we
flowers. I
always
appreciate that.
told you that we thought you should have added some weight, but it's okay.
I mean, I tried. That's the thing. Like, I actually tried,
Yeah,
and she'll tell you,
you ate a lot. You ate
yeah,
all the
like I ate a
time.
lot. So I
Ate
didn't, I
all the
didn't reach,
time.
I didn't reach over 200 pounds until I got back from Australia. Like,
Now I
and
don't
then
know
I,
what you
I
was doing
officially
in the
stopped
weight
playing.
room. I don't know what
I
you
was
was
lifting
doing in
weight.
the weight room. I know you was eating all. I know you was eating all the time. I don't know what you was doing in the weight room though.
At least you got to 200, dog. I don't think I've ever crossed over that 200 threshold.
Man.
Ever. It's okay. I actually had a question for you, Evan. What did you think
Uh-huh.
of her game?
Uh,
Break it down. What did you think? Buzzy with
break
her?
it down.
I just needed to be taller. I just needed to be taller.
Honestly, if I mean, she talks about me adding weight. If she was a couple inches taller, my goodness. But all in all, we talk about like, women's sports and like being marketable and stuff. Like we went to high school in a small town in Arkansas, right? And it was one of those towns where like, they'll rally around their high school. And so I've never I've never seen a gym packed out for a women's game until I saw Crudier play. Like like
Mm,
she's laughing, but I'm dead serious. Like
Standing
people
room
were
only. Yeah,
standing
standing
room
room only.
only to watch her play.
Yeah.
And she was just a monster, like just double machine, just knew how to use her body and just would just bully anybody in her way.
Man, it
It was
was
actually really
so
crazy to
easy in
see.
high
So
school. So easy
yeah,
in high school. Now, when I got to college, everybody was bigger than me, faster than me, and yeah, that was just
it
it
was it
was
was a
too
little harder, right? It
much.
was a little harder. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, Wes. I mean, like just all jokes aside, like she she was probably one of the toughest people or toughest players that I've seen play. And I'm not saying that just because she's my sister. Like the impact that she had was insane on the game. Like if you needed her to score 20, she scored 20. If you needed her to get 12 rebounds, she'll get 12 rebounds. If you needed her to defend, she'll defend. Like she was a really good player. And if she had a jumper, like your boy, but if she had a jumper,
Yeah.
so,
hey,
long story
easy,
short,
easy money.
you're saying that she was a dog.
Yeah, a hundred
Okay.
percent.
You know,
A hundred
just a
percent.
little bit.
Yes, 100%.
Just a little
And
bit.
it would make me mad because our brother, shout out Fred, our brother, he'd be like, man, he was like, your jump shot is nice and all, but like you need to be a bully like your sister. I'm like, man, like what like like dang dude, like I'm
I
over
mean,
here
it's
averaging like 17 a
okay.
night and you want to be mad at me because I didn't drive to the rim. Like I don't know what you want me to say.
Right.
It's okay, Evan. She, Cheryl, you're Reggie. There is
That's
absolutely
fine.
nothing wrong with that.
There is
Nothing
nothing wrong
wrong.
with that. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with that. And I will sit on this live stream and say Malvern High School, Malvern ISD, y'all need to retire number 21
Uh,
for that woman right there.
Oh, and she
Retire
had the
number
2-1
21.
on. Hey, all right, that's fine.
I don't know about that now.
Retire 2-1. And Wes, you know what's crazy about all this? So Creedier and I, brother and sister combo, like, they would play first, we play last, just like everybody knew the Vadens, right?
Mhm.
Creedier and I got close to winning the state title, right? Like she made the state tournament. I was like a regional final away from the tournament. So we got close. Tell me why our twin sisters, Mary and Jackie, reaped the benefit and got a
Oh
ring
man.
years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Like they got a state title as
Yeah.
what? Freshman or sophomores, Creedier? Which one was it?
Both. They had. I think they got 2 rings.
There you go. So they got state titles because of us, basically. So,
I mean, you moving
Yeah,
the
we were.
baton forward, dog. It's okay. That's how it's supposed to be.
I mean, it is,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't know about you, Critter, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not a little salty about that.
I mean, I was salty back then. I am very proud of all
Yeah,
of
of
that because
course. Yeah.
we were the first, we were the first to do it. We were the ones to bring that program into that. So I'm
Hmm.
cool with it. I'm cool with it.
So yeah,
Hey
shout
man,
out Mary and
y'all know the
Jackie.
last
Shout out
one.
to Coach Martin. So
Oh, Coach
just
Martin,
great people.
golly.
Just
Yes.
great people. So but Wes, you had anything else? Creeder, you had anything else before we bring this in for a landing?
I don't think
Now
so.
that I guess it first.
No?
Oh,
Cool.
because I do. Oh, you know I do.
Oh,
You know I
oh,
have something.
okay.
Um, Midweek Athlete Podcast, family, friends, children. Um, this is our weekly Atlanta Falcons update, right?
Oh, here we go.
I'm
All
sorry
right.
I missed last week to rub it in, but of course we beat the Saints, Evan's favorite team. I mean, who doesn't beat the Saints? You know, but
Oh, okay.
hey,
All right. That's fine. Okay.
look at
Fair.
how God humbles you the next week to go and lose to the tanking Jets.
Oh,
At this point, firing Raheem Morris just seems too much like the right thing to do, which is why we continue to employ him as our head football coach. Um, Falcons fans, just know I'm here for you. Reach out in the comments. Feel free to DM me and let me know your experiences dealing with this incompetent, delusional, no accountability, generic, just goofy ignorance week to week on that sideline. I've never seen watch somebody commit a 15-yard flag and stand there like a single mom on Christmas. I have never in my life seen that in my day. Like, I am sick. Like, I'm sick of this
Oh my
guy.
God.
He ruins my Sundays every Sunday. He has caused me traumatic stress. And my PSA to Arthur Blank is you owe the Falcons fans reparations at this point. Because there is no
Not the
reason that we should keep
reparations.
supporting this incompetence. Like this,
it's okay,
He's
Wes.
over
It's
it.
okay.
He's over it at
It's
this
okay.
point.
it's been eight
Here,
years
this
of
is a
this. It's
weekly
been
thing. Just want you to know that.
8 years.
Ever
You
since
got it,
ever since
Evan.
they lost
I'm
that
just,
Super Bowl, it's just kind of been downhill. So Wes has really been like on the struggle bus with his Falcons. So just FYI, just throwing that out there too. Um, but yeah, and then obviously Creedier, you see what Fred said, right? He
No,
needed to
what'd he
be
say?
bigger. He commented, shout out to Fred in the live. Appreciate y'all. He said he needed to be bigger. He was
too
too nice.
nice.
Too nice.
Hey, listen, Fred. When I'm out there averaging 17, 18 a pop because they don't want to guard the three, I'm gonna keep shooting the ball until they make me
Exactly.
drive. So
Exactly.
it's not my
It
fault
works
that
for him.
Bauxite, Oak Grove, Arkadelphia, that they didn't want to guard me. That's not my problem.
Oh
I
man.
took what the
Those
defense gave me, and I'll leave it at
now
that.
those Arkadelphia games, those boy, y'all was out there fighting every time y'all played each other. That shit was so good. So good.
You know, hate is a very strong word, but I really, really do not like Arkadelphia. I
And
I
this is
cannot
exactly
stand
what Greg was talking about when he said you was too nice. Just say it.
that.
Too
Just say
nice.
it. It's okay.
Okay. Okay. I hate Arkadelphia. Like I really do. I just
There you
want
go.
y'all to know that. There you go. There you go. And all those fights that Creedier was talking about, I was in the forefront of a
He was
couple of them.
entangled. Yeah, he was entangled in some of them.
Listen. I may have been skinny, but you weren't gonna push me around. Like if you gave me an elbow, I was gonna give you an elbow back. Like I wasn't no punk. So I had to let them know. So, Fred said, great shooter. Appreciate you, Fred. Thank you. I'm the best shooter in the family. I will die on that hill saying that. So thank you.
You got it. You got it.
Got it. So, but Creedier, thank you so much for joining the live, talking WNBA with us. I see the shirt. Appreciate it. I see you. So, but thank you again. It really means a lot for you to, take the time to come hang out with us and talk some WNBA. We'd love to have you on another time. Wes, you can join Unfiltered Parenting whenever you feel like you want to talk about Trey and just
Before you go, can you please teach me how to say your name properly? Because I'm listening to Evan say it, and I'm just like, I cannot pronounce that right now.
Yes. Corey, like Corey. So say Corey.
Corey.
D.
D.
Corridier.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. You're probably the first person to get that right, like first try. So kudos to you.
You got it.
She taught it very straightforward, so I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's a daily thing. So have to find an easy way for people to say it.
Okay, well, you got it. So all right. Well, we signing out. I'm Evan. We got West, and then my sister Creedier joining the live stream. So see y'all. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also, hit her up on Unfiltered Parenting for all your parenting needs, whatever the case may be. Make sure y'all subscribe to that too.
And put in Raheem Morris in the unemployment line. God damn it.
It's not the time, Wes. See y'all. Peace.
See ya.
Back, going out slight sad. Boy, I'm all about my bag. New drip, I grab. I just want to get my life back. There's no complaining on this.